Ted from EXA Market and Penny Crayon, who's got the best name of anyone. So take it away. You're welcome.
Much. Hi guys, GM. So good to be with you all here. Have an amazing panel with me today. So we are here to talk about optimizing for growth for NFT creators and marketplaces. The first Algorand NFT was minted in 2019, and since then we have more than 41,000 active users, more than 2,000 NFT collections generated, more than 70 million algo generated in sales volume, and more than 40 operating businesses and platforms on the NFT ecosystem. So things happened a lot in the last years, and those guys that I have here with me today are just really good representatives of the amazing talent we have within our Algorand creator economy. So my name is Joanna. I'm leading the NFT initiatives at the Algorand Foundation. And of course, like, you know, the Algorand is the home for FIFA NFTs, but also for a lot of creators, which I like to call the lifeblood of our ecosystem, as well as many platforms, which I really like to call the engine of the entire ecosystem. So with no further ado, let's start with a round of intros, and then we'll go for the fun. Just before we start, I just want to say that I want this to be kind of an open conversation with all of you here. So if you have any question while we are speaking, feel free to stand up, get a mic, ask us questions, right? It's not about us for you. It's like all together learning and growing. So let's go. Ross, GM.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here amongst such esteemed panelists, but also great to see many friends in the audience as well, some great creators and some new faces as well. I'm the CEO at RAND. We are the largest NFT marketplace on Algorand. For a bit of context, for large swathes of last year, we had over 3/4 of the volume in primary and secondary. We used to also own the largest data aggregator for NFTs on Algorand as well. It's really exciting to be here and happy to talk to you today.
Good.
Hi, I'm Penny Crayon. I'm the artist behind Captain Squishy and Friends and Peace Love Bears. We've done a few helping out other projects along the line with their artworks and stuff from there, but it's been great. I think I first started minting my first NFT back in 21.
Wow.
So a very long time ago, yeah.
Very early.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. GM. I'm Ted, the CEO of EXA Market. EXA Market is an NFT marketplace that allows creators to create NFTs and drop collections, and collectors to discover and buy NFTs.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mars, creator of famous Mental Marvin. I also do a lot of collaborative work. My first collection dropped in 2021 as well. And since then, I just counted like a few hours ago, I have over 3,000 unique wallets that are holding some of my NFTs. And I think I collaborated with so many people in the space, and that's how I started, you know, to make my project work with collaborations. So I have like a different take on how to succeed in an NFT marketplace.
Great. Okay, so before we start, I just want to ask, who here owns at least one Algorand NFT? Raise your hands. Okay, I see some people that didn't raise their hands, so, okay. You'll find a few QR codes that are hidden across this building. Once you find them, scan them, and you will get your first Algorand NFT or another Algorand NFT. So please do that if you don't own an NFT yet. Okay, so we're here to talk about growth, and I think that one of the interesting things about the creator economy is that the creator economy is not only made of just creators or just marketplaces, right? It's quite complex. From one side, we need like the lifeblood of the ecosystem, so the people who bring the content to make things, like to shake the waters. And then on the other side, we need the infrastructure to make it happen. And growth means a totally different thing from one person or one side and the other. So I would start like to ask, what does growth mean for you guys on your businesses and projects?
I mean, growth can come from many different aspects, right? So you've got growth from within the ecosystem. So for us, that's how much market share we have within our brands. Then you've got growth into Web 2. And then you've got growth across chains, right? And you can't really do all three of those, certainly not well. You have to have some sort of focus. It's been a bear market for a little while now, which means that going into Web 2 just frankly doesn't make a lot of sense. So we've been focused primarily on either going cross-chain or actually just making sure our market share is where it should be within our brand, right? So as I said, we've got largest marketplace. We've sometimes had up to 80% market share on our brand, and that's a key metric for us.
I think personally, the community.
Community.
The community makes the growth because it makes it worthwhile. It makes it more positive for us as creators, but also positive for them as the holders. And it encourages them to want to do more, want to help, to want to be part of it and grow with the encouraging or the project or the DApp or the marketplace that they're working on. So definitely the community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so this is a really great question. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So for EXA Market, we are looking at different verticals. So for us, it is important to grow the number of wallets, the number of collectors, of creators, the number of NFTs minted, and also the number of transactions. So pretty much the listing, the sales, the offers, the bids. And I would say that for NFT marketplace, it is important to generate revenue as well. And it is quite challenging. Like was said, it has been a huge bear market. So we have to constantly find ways to optimize, to experiment new ways to generate revenue, as well for the creators to generate royalties over time and so on.
Yeah. How about you,
I
Mark?
mean, for me, the growth is something I personally experienced. Started to work in NFT full time, and if you asked me like 3 years ago, would I be here? I had no idea what NFT was. You just right-click, save the image, and that's it. Who cares about it? But now it changed my life, and it kind of created a way you can follow your passion and have community that is there to support you. And that is like the biggest thing about growth is finding like people who kind of feel the vibe of your project, and then want to support you to build. And as someone who is a small artist, it's super hard to find that in a regular traditional artist market. But if you are building NFTs, it's something a little bit different and new. I think you can find a lot of people who are interested in new things that can really inspire you and inspire them to like build a community around. So for me, growth is definitely mostly community. Yeah. And of course some numbers, but now we can talk about numbers later.
Yeah, but I love that, like that NFTs change their life, and then you're doing something that you probably wouldn't guess.
Yeah, I would be in the office now, on my computer, but it's better now.
Yeah, I love that. So my next question is exactly about this, like, and more of like the inspiring moment of like, okay, what was the turning point for you guys? So, on one side we have the businesses, right? So the real entrepreneurs that you need to build a product that people use. On the other side, we have the creators. So like the full passionate people building something in this chain. Was there a turning point for you guys through your NFT or like business journey in the marketplace's case that was key for you to understand that, okay, now I'm growing. Now this is becoming something. And I might see an opportunity here for a full-time or for a real business. Was that a person, a moment, something that happened? I would love to hear those stories.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah. For me, I released the fear and I thought, I'll just test the water. And it just took off. People loved them. I thought, maybe I can do better. Tried the next round. They loved them more. And that was my ever-growing point in time, was like, people are enjoying this. People are wanting these. I can put out more and they can appreciate it. So my turning point kind of was early second release, and then boom, it just fluctuated. Everyone was wanting more, 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 more. And I think by the end of it, I must have released about almost 1,000 to 2,000 artworks in the space of 3 years. So yeah, that's the turning point. When you know and the community loves you, then they know, and you just can't keep up with the demand as an artist, yeah.
How about you, Mars?
Oh, it's the first 2 millions that I earned then was the turning point for me.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. The turning point was, I mean, when you are doing a side hustle, it always comes to a point where, is this sustainable? Or is this something you can pursue for the next, how many years? And if it's something you really love, and then everything kind of aligned for me. I found a really good, community in the Algorand. I was, browsing through other chains before that, and I kind of hooked up with some of the first collections there, and we started collaborating, and everything exploded for there. And then after we sold out Mental Marvins, and people started to care about the ideas that I have, then it was like, yeah, this is something I might not have the opportunity to do ever again in my life, to change the trajectory of my life, and then who cares, I'm gonna do it, and I'm pretty happy now, yeah.
so I think that a good takeaway for the audience here is that for creators, it's all about the community, right? So like the community is kind of like what will.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of give you the best feedback if you are doing something right. Because we are in a market where maybe before it was pretty easy to sell something, but now you have to really stand out in a certain way and appeal to a certain crowd to be able to, place your product on a market. And if you are like running a really like sustainable business, the NFT is not really just like, oh, we're gonna just put something out there, people will buy it. You have to really think about what you're doing and plan ahead and have a plan. And at the end, you are actually just an artist, so shit needs to look nice, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Penny and Mars are sort of two creators that are really pushing the boundaries, and I see some guys here, but a key word for Algorand is sustainability, right? And you mentioned sustainability. I think that's something that as an entrepreneur or someone who owns a business, that's something that we strive for, right? So obviously at this stage, we're in the middle of a bear market. We're not sustainable, but like, can we get back to a stage where we are sustainable? And that's quite a key turning point in the growth of any business. But talking about memorable moments or turning points, I think the highlight for me was NFT NYC last year. Some guys on the stage were here, some guys on stage were here, where we were able to go to NFT NYC with the foundation, with Pera. We flew out 10 creators to New York, and in that sense, it's cliche. We've got like the friends you made along the way, and it's great to be sharing the stage again with Penny, again with Joanna. Funny story about Mars. I think you doxed yourself around NFT NYC, and when we decided to take Mars to NFT NYC, we didn't know too much about him, right? And for anyone who's met Mars, he's probably the nicest person you could ever meet. But all we knew from him, from pre-NFT NYC, was someone shouting loudly on Twitter, "I'm mental," right? And then we obviously met Mars, and I've had opportunities to catch up with him. Actually, we've had lunch and stuff. So it's that is a key turning point for our life journey in Algorand, and I'm grateful for those little moments, because that's really what life's about at the end of the day. It's the relationships.
Love that. How about you, Ted?
Yeah, so from my side, I have another story. So my background is electrical and software engineering, and I get into blockchain, into development in 2019. So I started with Ethereum actually, and I moved to different blockchain like Tezos, and I came across Algorand in 2020. It was really early. There were not that much people, so right now we grew a lot. And I saw an opportunity for NFTs, because back then I remember that Tinyman was working on the DeFi side and so on. They were AB2 Gallery as the first NFT marketplace ever on Algorand. And I saw that they were a huge market. And I started working as a developer, developing the first smart contracts of EXA Market. And that's pretty funny because I'm now the CEO, but before I was on the development side of things. So I just want to say that here it is developer focused. So as developers, you guys can really create something from nothing. Because I had no background into creating a company, no experience, just only experience for the tech side of things, so I had to learn. And I'm really proud of that because we managed to raise $2 million doing our seed rounds, and that was something pretty big. So I want to say that anybody that wants to start a project right now, there is huge opportunity and it's all up to you. So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's right. So, as creators, entrepreneurs, is that anything you want to share, like a growth tactic, any tip for the audience, for someone that just wants to start an NFT collection or an NFT project or a real business in the creator economy? What is for you the secret sauce of a successful collection or project or business?
I guess one easy win, certainly for us, I know the foundation started doing it as well, is work with people from within the community. Hire from within the community, and foundations just made some really great hires. Some of them are here today, and that's a real smart move because it's like the community is the lifeblood of the ecosystem, and certainly we've made some great hires in the past from within the community, and you know that those people are extremely passionate about Algorand, and that's very, very helpful, you know, because we have to get up every day and do the work, and if you've got people who are super passionate, that's going to help. So hire from within the community.
Yeah, I can second that, definitely. Collaborate with other projects, collaborate with the community. Ask for help. If you don't know, ask for help. The community is so welcoming and so knowledgeable, they can help you. I mean, I got stuck once and I was like, well, what do I do with this? And then messaged Vlad 3D Designs and I was like, mate, help me out. And he's like, boom, you've got to do this, you've got to do this. And I did not expect that, such a welcoming gesture. I mean, Loaf Pickle was a few times I've been messaging going, can you help me out? You know, the community is key in terms of progressing, growing, and learning. But my advice is, if you want to do it, don't be scared. Just get up, go and do it. Do your research, find the platforms that you need to work on, find all the information you need, and just do it. I know it's a Nike slogan, but, you know, just do it. You've got to take the plunge. And if you're in an RN, you know, you've just got to go, right, I'm ready, let's do this.
So don't be afraid to ask,
Absolutely,
right?
just go.
Make friends, work with your friends.
You know, go into the Elgo
Partner
fam
with
and
them.
say, hey,
Love
I'm
that.
new, help me out. And then boom, everyone's going to welcome you. And it's brilliant, it's brilliant.
We see the foundation doing a lot of that as well, and that's not a given, right? So you go to other ecosystems and there just isn't that interconnectedness between the foundation and the community itself. And let's be honest, that hasn't always been the case of foundation, but like Stacy was on stage yesterday saying this is where we used to be and this is where we are now. And where has that shift happened? Well, that shift has happened when the foundation started listening to the community and actively engaging the community. And we're in a very different world to where we were 2 years ago. And I said, you go to some ecosystems now and that just isn't the case, right? People are very frustrated because they don't feel like they're being heard. And I don't think that can be said anymore for Algorand Foundation and the Algorand ecosystem. And that to me is pretty cool. Yeah.
I love that. So it means that it's important to, of course, make friends within the community, but also rely on the foundation, on the ecosystem support that you guys get. And it's something that, of course, I want to share with you here, guys, is that we are here for you, right? We are here to give you the resources you need. We are here to support these projects, these businesses to succeed because you need those tools to succeed. You need projects to partner with, and it's our job to make it happen. So we are here for you at any time. This is important to highlight.
The very fact that we have a head of
Thank
NFTs.
you.
Right.
Thanks.
The very fact that Joanna exists on stage today is not a given, right? There is actually someone that us as creators, us as marketplaces can go to and be like, we need support, we need help. We're looking to do X, Y, Z. What do you guys think? I mean, NFT NYC We
Yeah.
came up with the idea and we said, look, we'd love to do this. We can't necessarily afford to do it just ourselves. Do you guys want to help? And Joanna was like, yeah, let's go. And then we brought in Pera as well. And there is a head of NFTs. If you guys on the stage are interested, there's someone to come to and talk to. And again, that's not a given on other ecosystems.
Yeah, thank you. Mars.
Oh, I can maybe share my 3 private tips that worked for me.
Thanks.
The first one is DBD. It means don't be a douchebag. A lot of projects have this, let's say, trying to be too edgy. You know, if they make a mistake, they always blame on their holders or someone else. If you make a mistake, you know, take it as a man, as a human, like, okay, I made a mistake, everything can be fixed. The second is, like, collaborate and open source. We are in the blockchain, so don't try to build everything yourself. There are many tools out there that you can use, you know, from the marketplaces, from the small projects that build certain tools like small drops or, I don't know, swaps. Just use it. It helps everyone to spread the news. You have like raffles and stuff like that. And the third is definitely always be there. I mean, your people who are there for you will not really appreciate if you go for like a week or two and then like reply to nothing. They really want engagement from you.
Turn up, yeah.
And I think if you are trying to keep your collection alive, you kind of owe it to them to know what is going on. So this is my 3 most important things for you to grow, to hack the growth.
I love that. I love that. Ted, how about you guys?
Yeah, so regarding the community, obviously Web3 is all about community. And what we noticed is that sometimes we see that some people have questions about the project, about NFTs, about what are the marketplaces on algorithms. And what's really cool about the community is that when members of the community to communicate to each other, try to help each other, it is when you see that something is coming. When it is positive, when you have the momentum. And I know that right now we have Michael Jordan that is everywhere. We have Barb and so on. We had Bilal as well. And when we see the comments, we see that everybody is coming together to say that you can do this on algorithms. And this, to me, this is beautiful. This is what makes me happy, to be honest with you, about the community. And I think that we have to keep going. We have to keep moving to that direction. And yeah, this is really what I love about this.
I love that. Okay. So since we are talking about growth, is there anything you would like to share with this audience today? Like, okay, what can we expect next? I think that you all have come so far, right? I'm sitting with true NFT OGs here on Algorand. Things have not been easy for the creator economy in general. It looks pretty simple to just create an NFT, mint an NFT, and put it out there, but it's tough, as we know. And also building a business, being an entrepreneur, it is super, super tricky, on the creator economy especially. As you all mentioned, the NFT ecosystem is made out of the community. The NFT community is the loudest, for the good and for the bad. So it is important to know how to navigate these waters, right? How to survive and like to overcome the very hard moments, and how to keep building. And I think that all your stories were so inspiring for this, and I really hope that if there's someone in this audience looking to build a project, build a company within the creator economy, that you take these really good tips. So what can we expect next? What's coming next in the next wave for you guys? Are you cooking something? Would you like to share something?
Can I go? So for us, we are actually dropping a new website in the next month or so. It's going to have a whole new season of new traits for Mental Marvin and collaborative traits. So everything that was before will kind of get binned and become pretty rare. We also have a first full comic book that's going to be in a physical and digital print for Algorand. That's going to be canonic to all the things that we do. So we are pretty hyped about that. The comic book is in the last stage of copywriting and checking for the feedback. And then hopefully this year I will get J-Hole to put my PFP of Mental Marvin. So fingers crossed. Yeah,
Love it.
that would be the biggest thing for me.
He's sitting next to Ventral right now. It's a tough
Yeah,
partnership to break up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so regarding EXA Market, this week we just introduced the V2 of our platform. So we've been really working hard and looking around the different NFT marketplaces on the space, not just on Algorand. And for us, we think that this is the best NFT marketplace, and it comes with the primary market. So right now, we welcome artists to come join EXA Market to drop collections. And obviously, what we have in mind in terms of NFT marketplace is that for artists in the traditional market, it is out to have visibility. It is out to be relevant. It is out to exist. And we hope that with EXA Market, nobody artist can become somebody. So this is really our goal, and we hope that the community will like it.
Love it. Penny.
I'm just
Ellen.
going to say Captain Squishy, distant cousins.
Oh, okay.
Something's coming soon. Can't say when, but it will be out soon. We got a version 2 of the Peace Love Bears. New hands, new character hands. It's going to be pretty good. But the distant cousins is going to be is coming.
Love it. Can't wait.
Yeah, you guys, if you haven't checked out Penny Crayons, but actually also Mars, these guys have been building for years and years and years, and they will continue to build. They have amazing art. They have great community. They're there engaging. And also EXA just released V2. I'm sure many in the room have seen it, witnessed it, used it. It's pretty cool. We've historically had a lot of the market share, but EXA keep on building, keep on executing, and what they've built is great. So congratulations for V2. Really cool.
Love that. Okay, so we have some time for Q&A. If someone has any question to these amazing people, there's a mic over there, so feel free to raise your hand. Erica, nice. Can we have a mic, please? Yeah, thank you. It's coming. Thank you.
Okay, it's coming.
Hi, everybody. Actually, I have 3 questions for everybody,
on.
but I think it will be quick. Do you think creators should focus only on one chain or to go multi-chain?
Great question.
Quite difficult, sorry.
To be fair, there's no harm in trying multi-chain. If you can get your reach and expand it out, that'd be great, because you can always find where your home is. But personally, for me, I'm committed to Algorand. I mean, the whole ethos, everything just fits with my core being. So I have ventured out and have come back crying with my tail between my legs. Algorand is home for me. But yes, I encourage you to try, because you never know, you might actually find a community that works for you. But stay with Algorand.
It's speaking from experience. It's hard. Going cross-chain is really hard. Is the reality. And there, folks have tried it on stage. Folks have tried it in the audience. It's a whole different world. It's like starting again. You have to build up that community. You have to build up a name for yourself. In the real world, it's like going, okay, we've established a big business for ourselves in the UK. We're now going to go to the US. You go to with zero brand awareness, zero brand presence, and you're having to hustle to make a name for yourself. Really, it ultimately depends on what your goals are. We will reach a point where actually the technology will be in the background and it really won't matter. We're just not there yet. So I think it's a good thing. I think especially if you want to make more capital and grow your community, then it can't be a bad thing. But don't underestimate how effing hard it is, because it is, and it does take time and it does take resources.
Yeah. Mars, how about you?
I'm going to disagree. I have a specific take on this, because why going on a different chain is a whole different thing than going in a different community. Those things can be, maybe not the same. Building just things for a different chain it's maybe not so challenging, but attracting whole new community, because as we all know, it's pretty tribal out there. You know, people are fighting over, you know, who holds what. But generally speaking, I think the future is obscuring the chain and just like bringing anyone who likes the things you do, regardless of, you know, what chain they are. They will not even know. With, you know, with the things that are coming on Algorand as well, it's going to be super easy to just obscure everything that is Web3 and just keep people enjoying this new technology without any problems, and bringing new community. That's not going to be like, well, I'm not going on Algorand, or, you know, yeah, it's super hard. We tried it.
Yeah.
And I don't think for us it's the way to go is to build something that is obscuring the chain.
There's no interoperability, right, either. So you've built so many awesome things for your community on Algorand. So going to separate chain is like, yeah, we can launch the art, but what does it do? What can you do with the art? And like, how does that relate to what you're doing on Algorand? And I think that's really, really difficult versus other projects, which maybe it's like, okay, I've got a token, and the token obviously can go cross-chain. We've got things like Wormhole. NFT projects is really, really challenging, right? So yeah, one of the things you can do is just, okay, transpose the art from one to the other if you want to move your collection to Solana or whatever.
Yep.
But Mars, I mean, what you've done, I don't think what you've done can actually happen on other chains.
For us, for our collection specifically, it's super hard to maybe transport it somewhere else where we have like a different tech environment, because some of the utility that we are using requires for the chain to be super reliable and fast. You know, if you're switching a trade from your Marm, you want to do it in like 2-3 seconds. You want to see it there. If you're going to wait 2 minutes, 15 seconds to do something that needs to be quick and cheap, it's not really possible. We had like 15,000 unique Marmins made out of our collection from the original collection, and it's something that needs to be really, really like not even a thought in our collection for our collector to just do. Like, it needs to be simple and work fast. So some chains could maybe do it, but most of the things it's pretty good to be on Algorand.
Well, we've all seen the advert, right?
Yeah.
So the advert holds true. Shout out to the folks who built it.
Agreed. I was just going to pitch in and say that on Algorand, minting, doing anything or building is so much easier on Algorand than there is on other platforms. I mean, you have a minefield out there. You've got to do this connect, this connect, wait for that transaction. Whereas the finality on Algorand is just second to none. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Ted, do you want to add?
You know, I would say that, you know, it has to make sense if you want to go multi-chain and because as an artist, it is hard to manage your community already. So it can be actually negative if you do not have a plan to go multi-chain. And however, I think that, you know, if you want to attract new users, there is other initiative that you can do. You can also collaborate with other artists, you know, on some threads, on some different type of thing. And I was thinking about something. Should I announce should I give out the big announcement?
Yeah.
All right. So
Sure.
I forgot to mention something. We just released the V2, and we know that it is good to release great products, but without marketing, it is meaningless. So we have to have the best distribution. So during this summer, we are going to do a partnership with CoinList, and there is going to be a rewards program in collaboration with CoinList for EXA Market. And this is for you guys, the Algorand community, because CoinList, they have 10 million users, and if we can get like 10,000 users coming out to the Algorand ecosystem, I think this is going to be really positive in terms of growth. And yeah, so this is the big announcements that I wanted to give today. So I hope that you guys like it.
Exciting. Woohoo! I love that. And to build on top of what you were just saying, I think that, you know, one of the things I've been constantly thinking is how to grow the user base, right? We need more users. As more users as we get, the best for everyone, for creators, for the businesses themselves, etc. And I really love this algo fam effect. I really love how we are such an engaged community. But I really love and would love to grow our user base, to grow our bubble, to tap into other bubbles that are other ecosystems and communities that we relate and that we vibe really well. And for me, it's about like, okay, how can we conquer these people and get them on our side? How can we be in front of these people? We need to, be in front of these people's eyes. They need to know that, projects exist. That they need to know that our marketplaces exist. And I think that those type of campaigns, like the CoinList rewards campaign, are a very good example on, okay, how can we be in front of new users and bring them on our side? Because for me, of course, I'm quite biased, but I feel that as soon as they try Algorand, they're converted. We have a fantastic community, like we have a vibrant ecosystem, and it's just about like, okay, how to put them having their first Algorand experience, and after that, it's done. So this is a lot of what we have been working on. Okay, so is there any other question from the audience? Okay, Ricardo.
Hello. Hey everyone, how's it going? Love you all, honestly. So I have a question. You're all entrepreneurs, basically, NFT project founders, marketplace founders, and all that. Like, how do you differentiate yourselves from other projects, let's say NFT projects or other marketplaces? What's your, basically, the thing that's working for you and you keep doing it all the time?
I love that. Who wants to go first?
I think, this is a good question. The first thing that came in my mind is that Algorand is, for us, the best technology to work on. It makes sense for NFTs because it has low fees, it has instant finality, and it takes like, less than 3 seconds to confirm a transaction. So for us, the user experience is really important because we want to have a Web2-like experience, and it is easier to onboard new people to the ecosystem.
Love it.
I think Mars and I are on the same boat. Hey, honey.
I'll go last.
Our artwork is unique. It is individually drawn. It is not auto-generated. We take the time to put every piece together by hand, and then it gets minted and stuff. Whereas some of the pieces are auto-generated, and you get generic-looking kind of stuff. I think ours both have personality because our personalities have been chucked in there as long as everyone else's that we can capture. So that's our unique side of things. And then again, it's the characters, our characters. I have 6 of them. Mars, you've got your mental Marvins. They're mental with your plungers. Woo, woo. So I think each project has their own unique, outstanding traits and qualities that people can relate to, that can be personable to them,
Yeah.
which makes it more unique for us on our end.
Look at the projects on stage, look at the projects in the audience, right? So we've got Fractal Monsters at the back, shout out. We've got Gunny in the front, right? Those are games being built. That's a very differentiated product to other NFTs. We've got Diego here, fantastic photographer based in Barcelona. Shout out to him. Again, very differentiated products. We've got Alex, we've got Raven, right? These projects are so unique within themselves, some great artwork there. These guys on stage speaks for themselves. It's really differentiated. And Utility's got Crazy Goose Flock, right? Crazy Goose Flock have been building loads of stuff you can do within that community, loads of games you can play. So it's just like how these guys present themselves to the outside world, but also the things you can then do within that product itself, within that community. For marketplaces, there are different ways to differentiate from like a branding perspective, from a product and features perspective, from a fees perspective, a royalties perspective. Even within Algorand itself, we've got some marketplaces that say, actually, you can choose your own royalties. We personally set royalties at 5% to make sure there is some sort of sustainability for the creators. There's lots of different ways that you can approach things.
Yeah, I love that.
For the handsome man in the front, we're mental, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay. So we have about a minute. I know we have some projects here in the audience building really cool stuff. We have a lot of fresh news. So I would like to ask everyone in the audience from the NFT gaming side of things, if you have something to announce, stand up, join us on stage, bring the mic, and share the news with them. Come on, Simon, let's go. Let's go.
Chance, how could I forget?
Woohoo! on.
Hey, come on, scooch over.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Let's all
forgot.
stand up. Let's all
I
stand
didn't,
up.
I didn't see you there.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Grab a seat.
So, oh, epic.
Okay.
There you go. I made it to the panel. No, so yeah, a lot of wise words were heard before. We take it all to the heart. So I'm here representing Cosmic Gems. You know, we're one of the OG games in the Algorand. We actually started our journey together with EXA Market in the same accelerator, so way back. So yeah, we have an announcement to make, and we're launching our game on Google Play next quarter.
Woo!
And we're doing so with the support of Algorand Foundation. So like that's a pretty, you know, they walk the talk. That's the thing. They're helping us. So, and yeah, we're gonna onboard like thousands of players, and that's our users that all of the projects, all of the platforms will benefit from. So yeah, appreciate the support, guys.
Love it. Oh, wow. Congrats. Can't wait for that. Would you like to pass the word to Gani or?
Who's taking it?
Oh,
Come
Sebastian.
on.
Oh,
You're next.
okay, Fractal.
Hello, I'm Rafael. I'm with the Fractal Monsters, and we're going to have a new evolution for the plant monsters we already have. It's going to be Omega, and then we're going to have like a new type of monster. It's going to be water, and we're going to release on Steam and Epic. And for the next year, we have a 3D game coming, and we are going to release the trailer on X. Oh, thank you for attention.
Wow. Amazing. Oh,
Hello. Well, I am Fred. I am the CMO of Gora, and maybe you are asking what I'm doing here because I am part of the tech guys. So I'm proud to announce that today is the first time we announce this. We're going to make a launch of the official NFT collection with Gora. It was created by Shuffle Labs, the team behind Goana. So it's an amazing partnership. It's like a big step for us. And I am really excited to announce this publicly today. On the upcoming days, we will be more details. Website will be up. Ben from Goana is also super excited. He's not here, but he suggests me to say that he is really proud of this project together because it brings two different aspects of the algorithm ecosystem, like a technical project and artistic project together. I believe maybe this is the first time. So we are really excited about it. We have a really huge utility plan to show you guys. We are going to implement amazing tech behind the curtains, a huge backend. The Oracle will be there. So it's a huge moment for us. Thank you very much.
wow. Love it. Love it.
Well, hi, my name is Sebastian. I'm CTO of Gani Games. I don't know if you had the time to go to our booth, but please go. We have some things to announce, and we have been saying this for a while now. We already have our game on Android devices, and very soon we will release the iOS version. We have been saying this for some time. But it's not because of us. We are dealing with the Apple restriction, but very soon we will release the iOS version. And especially, I want to say that what's coming next for Gani is that we have new maps, we have new characters coming. So I'm telling you just to follow us. And another thing that we want to say is that probably you noticed my hat, and many people have been talking and chatting around it. It is a Colombian hat, Colombian style. It is made by a community up north in Colombia, handmade, and in this case it's custom made with the Algorand logo. And we will be giving away this hat.
wow.
So please follow us on X and go to our booth to see how you can win this beautiful hat, because it's 1 out of 1. It's exclusive for the people coming to the Decipher. So you have the opportunity to have it.
Love it. Okay. So these teams have been heads down building in the last months. I couldn't be prouder of everyone here. I hope you got the best out of this session. We'll be around the event. I hope you enjoy the last day of Decipher. And thanks again for joining us on stage, and thanks again for the panelists. It was a great moment. Thank you. Thank you.
To you guys.